S13E08. Maddie, how say you?
Hell yeah. That's all I gotta say.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, because we have a guest. Actually, I think this might be our first in-house guest.
Yeah.
Yes?
Since the pandemic, this has been the first one, and
That's pretty cool.
I gotta say, and it was almost a year ago that we were doing it remotely.
Yeah.
From New York to Lafayette, and now we're spilling beers on the carpet. We're having a party. Lucy's panting.
Yeah.
It's great time over here. Vanessa LaSala, ladies and gentlemen.
Woo woo.
Vanessa.
Vanessa.
How much have you gotten that since In the Heights came out?
Not much.
Not as much? I feel like you should.
Well, if you were
I
living
feel
in
like-
New York, yeah.
Yeah, if you were living in New York, yes. Because
Yes.
I say this pretty much once a day. For no reason, too.
It's just sort of-
My, so Mama Letty, that's how she said, Vanessa.
Right.
Vanessa.
And they
There's
would
no
call me.
V.
They would call me Yessie. Oh,
Yeah,
Yessie, Vanessa.
Yeah.
I like it.
My mom calls
I
me
like it
Yessie, but she's not Hispanic. But she likes saying Yessie.
Right.
It's kind of funny.
I kind of like that too.
But
Yessie.
her boss is named.
Yeah, my boss is also Vanessa.
Yes, I remember
so
you saying that. Yeah.
I try to,
Boss
you're
Vanessa.
Vanessa.
Yeah.
She's
You
just
gotta-
Vanessa.
Keep it separated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a lot has happened since we last spoke. What was your status on the last podcast? Because I know there was a few issues in your personal life, and gracious of you enough to talk about it on the podcast.
Yeah. Well, so I was, like all of us, at home in COVID times. And I was calling from my backyard of our house. And y'all were, trying to debate if y'all were deciding to move to Lafayette. I was trying to encourage y'all. But yeah, so a lot of things changed. I was married. I was married for 20 years.
That's
And
a long time.
long
Very
time.
long
And
Not
yeah, I'll be divorced coming soon.
Oh.
We were supposed to finalize it 2 weeks ago, and we ended up pushing it back for reasons.
Yeah. Well. Okay.
Yeah.
So, first of all, how
I'm a
dare
single
you?
lady.
First of all, how dare you discourage me and Maddie from getting married, which is going to happen in March. And what? You're going to say in 20 years we'll be divorced as well?
So this is my outlook now. And I'm not
Statistics
discouraging
say.
anyone from getting married. However, I would never recommend anyone doing it. I don't believe in it.
Interesting.
I don't believe in it.
You know what? I used to feel like that too, just because it's pretty much all I knew growing up because my parents were not together since I was 1. So I always felt like, I could not be married forever and be okay.
Yeah.
But, when you find someone,
Yeah.
things change,
Well, and I
guess.
think it's great for you guys because y'all been dating so long. You live together. You had all of that, and I get it. No kids are involved. I think for me, I was looking for stability. I had Avery that was 3-4 years old, so I think that for me, it felt like I needed some kind of a stable. And granted, my parents were divorced. Jesse and I's dad. And, I was looking for that, a fairy tale.
Right.
Right.
I think
marriage and all that.
Once the kids become involved, and then you have to stay together for the kids, or the more
Or you should.
responsible.
That's what people think.
That's what you should
That's
do.
what people.
But what I
yes.
find is that the toxic shit that goes along with it, it hurts your children more. I believe I
Right.
am not at all a psychiatrist or a marriage counselor. This is just from what I believe, that toxic crap that goes on, whether it's fighting all the time or ignoring or just the loss of love. And I feel like if you are not happy, it is felt, right? And people can see, and your kids, whether they're 5 or 15 or 25, they get a sense.
Yeah.
I think my kids realized something was wrong before I was ready to admit it. Looking back now, loads of therapy and self, is helping me see things like that and talking to them.
Right. Sometimes you can't see it when you're in it,
Right.
but you need someone out on the outside looking in.
Right.
Just like, hey,
Yeah.
check this out.
Yeah.
And I think that's beautiful.
Yeah.
That you were able to see that.
I just,
I think COVID helped me see it because there was a lot of. I think when you're stuck, and it wasn't even just like inside with your partner, that you have to learn to really get along because you're there 24/7. But then it brought up other issues, and then when you bring up, and we were involved, and it became a family thing, like with our brother and working together, and it was just a really toxic thing. And I think everybody was keeping secrets to protect people, and you can't do that.
Yeah.
And so when everything came out, it was like, oh shit, you knew this, I knew that, I knew whatever the scenario was. But I definitely think COVID opened it.
Yeah.
It didn't cause it; it just kind of opened it and revealed its ugly head.
A lot of self-reflection during COVID.
Yeah, and they were saying like a record number of divorces during COVID or caused by COVID. But if you think about it, even if COVID wouldn't have happened, do you still feel like you would have eventually gotten divorced anyway?
I don't know. It's hard. I think that once I found out what I found out and just things about business and just things, I don't think I would have left if it hadn't been for someone else being hurt with the situation without me dragging people in.
Right.
I would have stayed probably forever.
Right.
Because I didn't want to disrupt the family and my kids and the house and all that stuff. But now that I look at it, yes, I should have left because my kids are just like, no, yes, are they upset? We're not, a family, of course, but I'm a happier person. And they see that.
Right. Amen to that.
Yes.
And also, I feel like you're giving like the whole family this energy of like, do what the fuck you want to do because it's about your happiness. And that's like the message for, I think, 2021 is like, life is too short to be conceding.
And I think that's really exactly what you said. I believe that 100%. I try to live by that. That is the message I give my students when I talk to them prior to this. I'm talking about when I was, 5-10 years ago, whatever. I always preach that, like, live your best life, whatever that is, whatever that looks like. If you want to go to college, go to college. If you want to get married, get married. If you don't, whatever. You want kids, don't. It's okay. You don't have to live by those standard rules, traditional values.
Right.
However, I was not taking my own advice until I finally left, and I felt like I left. At first, it was just a temporary thing. I thought, if I leave, it'll, fire.
Right, just like
ass.
a little
and
space.
Right, a little space. Like, let them know I'm a little bit. I'm serious.
upset.
Yeah, I'm a little.
You were like the Aaron Rodgers of the relationship. You were like, I got to space out from the Packer organization to let them know I'm serious.
Yeah.
But
that sounds about
like
right.
the
okay,
Packer
I like that
analogy.
analogy. Okay, I'm all
And
about
now
that.
Bring it back to the Packers.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
somehow we can sprint it all back around. Okay.
Everything comes back
Yeah,
to Green
okay.
Bay.
Interesting.
All right.
I mean, look at my outfit today.
Yeah.
I mean, you
when are
are
not in the
representing.
Packers?
You should be.
And look, I'm representing the USA soccer.
There we
so
go.
we can chit chat about that.
What's her name?
I love that shirt.
Let's see. Who? The goalkeeper.
I can't think of her name right now.
They were just talking about her, and she was the fucking hero of the whole game.
She's the MVP. She was the MVP for sure.
So, last thing, how much can you tell us about the sticky icky of, like, the Real Housewives drama, like the Erica Jane stuff of the Housewives, to where like you can get into certain logistics of it about the
divorce or
about what really led to it.
Well,
to be respectful to both parties.
Right. I think that there were some issues on his part that he needed to deal with, and it brought, whether it's gambling or, maybe not wanting to grow up and kind of still in that mindset. I mean, he's a wonderful guy. I married him, I was with him for so long, and my best advice is don't do business with family, because once we brought my brother involved and stuff, it got really icky and yucky, and that's when it was just everything kind of blew up. But yeah, I mean, I want to protect my kids and everybody that's involved. I will just say that it did get ugly, and I think we're finally over that, and I think we're going to end being okay.
Right.
Good.
I feel
How's
like
that?
both sides kind of just
Yes.
want this to end.
Yes.
Be put to bed.
Yes. We
And move on.
want to move on. We want to make our family whole again
Right.
without, and if that means us getting along and hopefully get along for the kids, even though they're older. But yeah, I'm
They're
ready
still
to
your
move on.
babies.
Yeah.
Yes,
They're
they're
still
still
your
my babies, and they want us both happy,
Of course.
and that's the way it is.
Well, good.
Yeah.
I mean, we're both so happy because we saw such a happy version of you right when we got down here, and you were, going through it, and
Yeah.
so it's good to see that you're
Thanks.
in a better place.
It's such a nice thing to hear friends and my coworkers and my own kids and family saying like, "Oh my gosh, you are just look happy. You're just, it's hard when you're with someone and for that long and you're not. Look, people have, and I'm not dissing about marriage. It takes work, whether it's good or bad.
Oh, yeah.
it takes work. But sometimes when you both quit trying, that's when one person can't just try, and it takes two, and we were just done. So
Yeah.
and we have a lot to look forward to. Brock's getting married in January. Avery's having a baby in the end of September. Cameron's about to graduate and go to med school. So a happy mama, happy mama.
Exactly.
There's
Now
a lot to celebrate.
Right.
On that
And now
end.
I'm finding myself, like, after 20 years, it's like, oh shit, like being single in a time when there was no apps, like you just did it the old fashioned way. That's a whole nother, whole other thing.
Here's the thing. Okay, so you had a divorce vacation to New Orleans,
Yeah.
and you wrote on the back of the vehicle your Venmo.
Yeah.
Tell us about this, please.
So we were coming
Because it's
from,
amazing.
the lockdown. Everybody was really tired. I have a group of ladies that I'm best friends with, and I mentioned I would love to go to New Orleans and just celebrate, just kind of my independence and I'm vaccinated. Like I want to go and have fun. So another friend, Nicole, saw on TikTok that a woman did it for her friend's bachelorette party, and it was a Venmo, and it was like, hey, going on a bachelorette party, whatever, Venmo for a drink or whatever. But she did it for buy this MILF a drink. She's going through a divorce. The hashtag was, or whatever the Venmo thing was, he did not deserve you. So I changed my name so the money would come to me if we got anything. To my Venmo, I changed the name, he did not deserve me. And we had it all over the Suburban, driving towards New Orleans, not even out of Lafayette. And we get an attorney, or I found out later she was an attorney, honking her horn, like, woohoo! And I hear ching, and it was $50. And she said, I'm a divorce attorney, hell yeah, and gave us $50. Well, it just continued on and on and on, and we ended up with $900.
Hell yeah, that's
$900.
amazing.
It was insane. It paid for the entire trip for all of us.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
And now, Hope, not to throw shade at your neighbors, but I decided to back into park.
Yep, I saw that too.
And she kind of jacked your idea.
Yeah, if she was getting married and she has the same idea in the back of her car. I think that we probably got the most money. I think because people relate. They were
that is
hell
more
yeah,
relatable.
you are getting divorced? Rock on, sis.
That's like
do
kind of
you.
empowering.
The entire trip was so empowering.
Yeah.
It was the best trip ever.
Were you able to see how many males donated to the cause, or was it just all females?
Oh no, it was a lot of guys. I mean, I think there was more probably females in there, but there were guys.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was everybody.
Gay
Yeah.
guys, right?
No.
right.
Well, I don't know. I mean, there were so many people I didn't know. Like,
It's
it was
Venmo.
majority of the people I
Right.
did not know, because our sweet little guy that was doing our cars for this at the hotel, he was like, I'm going to leave it on the street for a little while so people can see it. So people
nice.
were like coming and taking
Nice.
pictures with us in front of it, like tourists were like taking pictures with us. We're all over. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. So we were, in bed like 2 a.m. and my phone's like cha-ching,
Wow.
cha-ching, and I'm like, oh, like from $5 to $50 to $100.
It adds up.
It was crazy.
It adds up.
I know
crazy.
Maddie sent $1, right?
I sent more than $1.
All right.
Yeah,
my bad.
no, we got.
I sent some.
It was crazy.
I saw it on Facebook and I was like, "This is genius!"
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
The best idea.
It was a lot of fun.
Right.
Yeah.
To take like a moment or a situation like that and sort of just like do something fun and just like lift your spirits. I love that.
Yeah.
Well, we're very happy that you're back, and also a new place, like off the bat, like just a beautiful place. You're living with your beautiful daughter.
Yeah.
And
things are good.
you got a fucking duck pond back
Man,
here.
I got ducks in my backyard.
They're basically yours.
They are.
Basically.
I really get jealous because my neighbor, she every once in a while pull out a big bag of feed and just throw it, and all the ducks come, and I'm like,
come on.
all right, bitch.
Yeah.
All right, I gotta all right.
It's a competition.
It's coming now. All right, I'm like Googling like what's safe to feed the ducks.
Right.
How do I track the ducks?
What do ducks love the most?
Besides
Right.
me, what is it that you need? What do you need?
You get like a whole air fryer just to cook up some breadcrumbs for the ducks and start throwing it. It's a little garlic today, guys.
Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes.
A little toasty.
All right, so the Olympics, okay? Let's start with women's soccer because that is something that's close to your heart because you had a soccer star in the family.
Yeah, love soccer.
Wait, I just want to ask, do you like the Olympics? Like, do you watch it every time it's on, like every 4 years or whatever?
I do watch if there's things that excite me, like Michael Phelps, when he was swimming. Like, I try to watch when I'll turn it on as maybe background. I'm not as intense unless it's a sport that I'm really into. I love gymnastics. I love the swimming. I love diving. Soccer, obviously. I like the women's soccer more than I like men because I think they flop and they're too like, sorry, all my soccer guys, dramatic. I feel like they're pretty dramatic. Although the women were pretty dramatic this morning, I have to say.
They were doing some
rolling
flops.
around. I was like, get up. So
they
anyway.
were learning from their Netherlands friends.
Yes. So I don't watch. Look, I love the Olympics. Mad respect for all the athletes. I think they're amazing. But I don't watch as much as I can. I'm a busy lady.
I think it's like if it's on and you don't. That's the only problem whenever it's not in the United States is
If the time
zone is like you don't know if you're watching something live or not, and sometimes it says live, and it was like from an hour or 2 hours ago, like something. So I think they should have like 3 sites that they just rotate, but that'll never happen because there's too much money to be.
And I will say, I've watched all of the women's soccer, USA, not all of the games, the matches, but only and the times only because I have a crazy ass schedule. I wake up. I don't schedule. It's because I don't sleep. At 3 a.m. for some reason I'm always up. Like I get up. So I was just like, well, I might as well turn on the freaking game because I'm up, and then I'll fall back asleep or whatever. So that's the only reason why I was able to make that one. But I've been enjoying watching the ladies play for sure.
It's okay. So a lot of weird things happening in Tokyo. This year, a track star got denied because of marijuana use.
Right. Yeah.
Does marijuana, in your opinion, make you run faster or slower?
I mean, listen, from the few times that I've smoked the pot grass,
the devil's lettuce.
Have you seen my mug that I have? I say it's mine, but it's really Cameron's. But anyway, it's pretty cool.
Gotta see it.
That was the last thing I wanted to do was exert in any kind of. I didn't even want to think about anything hard. I just wanted to be like chill as AF, right? Like that's all you wanted to do. So the fact that this one, and I don't get it. I would be more concerned about the sports enhancing crap that they're saying that they think the Russians are doing right now, who's dominating
I feel
a
like
bunch
that's
of shit.
Every Olympics,
right?
It's like the same thing.
Look, was it stupid for her to do it at this time, knowing that she'd probably get tested? Sure. Yeah. Was there things that were going on in her life that she just wanted to cope instead of maybe getting a pill or drinking?
Yeah.
Right. and maybe they need to reevaluate
Oh yeah,
their drug policy.
it's
Obviously,
ridiculous.
I mean, all the way around. I mean, I'm talking about like for anybody that works and gets drug tested, we need to I think we need to reevaluate that, especially if you're going to start allowing it, and states are starting to make it legal.
Certain
Criminalize
So, and
it,
then
yeah.
like we have a lower. I googled it by the way to see what and I don't remember now. Y'all don't. I don't know. But with it's a misdemeanor, like misdemeanor if you have like a certain amount of pot, you won't get arrested or whatever.
yeah.
Lafayette,
Yeah.
Now it's like
Louisiana.
a fine now.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, so how much could I actually have on me?
14 grams.
So I do not get arrested. But I mean, seriously, I mean, I think we're starting to slowly get in that. I'm hoping there. But then that opens up a whole nother thing of, then we need to get everybody out of the jails that have been there for pot crimes,
I got arrested when I was 17, and I had less than a gram of marijuana on me. Okay, I was 17.
Which is nothing. It's like a blip.
It's like barely a joint
Right.
these days, and I was just trying to get hired at this elementary school.
Right, that I helped you. Oh, no, wait.
No, this
at
is
17.
No, at 17 I got arrested.
Oh, you got
for
arrested.
this.
Oh, yeah, but it was still on your record. Yeah.
So, this past week, I got hired at an elementary school, but I still had to go through Lafayette Parish school system. And they brought up my record, and the record said distribution, intent to sell, blah. I was like,
wow.
It was less than a gram of weed. What are you talking about? So then I had to go get all the court papers and present it to them, and they're like, oh, yeah, no, you're fine. So,
wow.
But it's
still
just,
haunts
just
you.
still there.
it's
Yeah.
ridiculous that it's
It
still
is.
even
No,
an
it-
issue.
it
I was
is.
17 years
Yeah.
old.
Yeah, which you shouldn't have. I mean, you're a minor. You shouldn't have even. That's a whole other thing when you talk about criminal justice reform movement. Next podcast we can discuss
Yeah.
that. But yes, 1,000%. You were 17. You're a minor. It shouldn't have even been on the record. Yeah.
Anyway, back to the Olympics. Back to terrible things going on at the Olympics. The captain of Spain's synchronized swimming team says she had to leave her 11-month-old son at home because nursing mothers must leave the Olympic Village bubble to breastfeed their children. How say you, as someone who's actually breastfed?
How do you know?
Wait. She left. For her to breastfeed, she has to leave the
She
bubble.
has to commute back and forth from the bubble, which I would think is even more unsafe considering COVID cases going
Yeah, and you
up.
wonder why.
Right,
like,
you don't want people leaving.
Why would maybe not? They can't make that for her, but okay. First of all, let me just say this: if you're breastfeeding and you're in the Olympics, oh my God!
You get a gold medal to begin
The
with.
fact that your breast, for me to go to the grocery store without my child and I didn't leak in the Walmart or Target grocery store every time I heard a baby or something and they got painful and it leaked. Literally,
Wow.
you had wet boobs. I don't know how she's doing that.
Wow.
And how?
Well, she's in the pool, so. At least
Well, okay, but still, let me just say this: you will never know the pain of your breast when your milk
Like
comes
aching?
in. Oh my God, it's very painful. But anyway, why would the child just not can be with her?
Yeah, the
that's
child
another
should
thing.
be
It's like why
able
would
to be
in the
bubble.
bubble? Why is the child not in the
I
bubble?
don't know if these are only rules that
Yeah.
are in Tokyo, but
I think the rules are all over the place. I mean, not everyone that's in the bubble is even vaccinated. So, it's just all over the place.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Oh.
there's this one swimmer, I forgot his name, but he's not vaccinated. He refused to wear a mask during his interview.
What
From
country?
the U.S.
Is he the beautiful one?
No.
What is his name? That is
It's
like a god.
his name is
This guy,
Thad.
Michael
no.
Andrew.
Oh no, this
He's
guy's
not
like a
beautiful,
Daniel or something.
actually.
No, okay,
Not a nice guy.
no.
Well, speaking of the vaccines and the COVID and the a poll shows unvaccinated Americans think vaccines are actually more dangerous than COVID-19.
Yeah,
So,
that's yes, especially here in the South.
well, also in related news, Louisiana is #1 in new vaccine. I'm sorry,
What are you saying right
Wow.
now? What are you saying?
#1 in new COVID cases.
Yes,
We have a 38% vaccine rate, which is also amongst the top 10 lowest vaccine rates in the country. and also the country that is the number one highest COVID-related cases. So we are essentially number one in the world of a.
How does it feel coming from New York, which was the epicenter when COVID began, to come and move all the way to Lafayette, Louisiana, to only be in the depths of hell of the COVID, like of just the blatant ignorance that we have?
Okay.
I mean, y'all kind of had it now.
We knew. We had a hunch.
We knew. But I will say that Lafayette is just not as congested as New York.
This is true.
And when I was actually in New York, like last 2 weeks ago, like nobody was wearing masks. Like nobody at my job was wearing a mask. I walked in wearing a mask. Like I was just like, here I am. They're like, you don't need to wear that. You're vaccinated. And I'm like, what about the Delta? Like, I don't know. Like,
the Delta hasn't gotten up here yet.
Exactly.
Right.
Like, we're vaccinated. You're okay. Don't worry about it. And I'm still gonna worry about it.
Yeah.
And
are we on like the fifth wave or the fourth?
We're number 4. We're at 4. I'm gonna tell you what pisses me off. We got vaccinated right away, and we got a sticker. We got a sticker.
Well, you did.
I got a. You didn't even get a sticker.
We did not get a sticker.
I got a sticker.
We didn't get.
But let me just say this: we did it for the good, right?
Yeah.
There's motherfuckers out there that are getting offered $100 for a stick.
Yeah.
Thousands of dollars. I mean, all these like great incentives for an incentive, which means a COVID to help your people.
Yeah.
And I got a sticker in February.
What about us?
Damn it.
What about
the ones that did it responsibly and did it whenever,
Yeah, like
we didn't have to be bribed.
It's the classic group project
Yes.
that we did all the work and everybody else is like, oh I just signed my name on
That's
the...
100%. Yes.
Look, I will say also New York is just as bad as down here.
Really?
People, the mayor is bribing people now with money to get their vaccines.
I saw that.
I
think it's just United States mentality, maybe.
I
did
think so.
Trump really like brainwash so many people to believe? I mean, it was under his dictatorship.
It was
that he. I mean, they made the. I mean, they didn't make it. I mean, it was in the works. This vaccine, it didn't happen overnight. We all know this, right? We know how science works, and he took it like right before he left. So I don't understand where this disconnect is, because everyone I know of that are vaccinated or not, we're all vaccinated as children. There's a reason you don't have smallpox and measles and the mumps and all this stuff. So what is it now? I don't understand what it is. I want to know.
It's political now.
Well, and the main thing is Trump tried to take so much credit for this vaccine. He called it Trump's vaccine. Right. Why aren't his supporters taking it?
Even though he said that, right? Like, I was like, okay, go ahead, dude.
Taking the Trump.
Well, my whole thing, I was very skeptical. I think we were both a little skeptical. Like it took us a little while. You know, like we started.
I think that's normal though, right?
I was scared. I didn't want to get sick again.
Yeah.
And I did, but it's okay.
Yeah. I think that's normal.
I got nothing from it, but it affects everybody differently. But that was before I knew sort of the impact that it was going to have. Like, oh, well, this thing can mutate and it can become certain other things. They're like. Now it's just downright irresponsible. Yeah. Because so many people have done it. And very little people have had complications. Very, very little.
I mean, I was sitting when I got the first dose, and you had to wait the 15 minutes. I did the Pfizer two dose. I literally was having like a panic attack in the waiting room because I was like, oh my God, what did I just put in my body? Because you low-key get freaked out, right? Because you hear the noise and all that noise and about how it's not, we don't know what's in it, whatever. And I just had to say, I have to trust science and I have to trust my medical community that they are doing their job and they've known this, and they've had this vaccine in the works. This is not something that happened overnight. Yeah. And that they had to, I think that's the thing that's upsetting me and really, not even upsetting, that's very nice. Pissing me off is the fact that now the vaccinated is saying, oh, well, see, you're not even, protected from the Delta. No, moron, because it's mutated.
Yeah.
Right.
Because it's
You
a variant.
made it stronger.
Because it's stronger, and it's only going to continue
Yeah.
to do this if we don't do it.
Oh, there's the
And we
Lambda
didn't
one
learn.
in Texas.
Yes,
there's
apparently there's
a third
another, yes.
coming out. So
Yes.
it's just like, dude.
Yeah.
There's two groups of people, I think, with the non-vaxxers where they're either too stupid or too smart for their own good. Where it's like, oh, I think I know everything, so I'm not going to get vaccinated, or, oh, I'm not going to trust the government.
Right. Right.
So it's pretty tough.
Yeah,
Tough
it is.
sledding.
It's a hard place to be. But I would think that we have so many, because this variant has changed so much in the fact who it's affecting. So it's young people and babies and kids,
That'll
right?
get people's attention.
You would think.
Yeah.
Like Women's and Children's ICU with COVID patients with babies is the highest it's ever been. We have a 2-month-old right now on a ventilator. There was a 6-month-old. Thank God he or she, I think it was a little boy, is now fine
Better.
and ended up getting to go home today. These are babies that have no,
Right.
they can't make their choice, right?
Right.
We have to
Like,
protect
they're not
them at
going
all-
out
no,
willingly
Like we have to protect them at all costs.
Right.
And school's about to start, and that's a whole nother like crazy time.
Well,
and,
that's
Yeah,
my prediction.
Jesse.
Like,
Right.
so I go in 2 weeks, and this school, I don't know if they're going to require a mask or not. And I'm a new
right.
hire, and if everybody else is not wearing a mask, and I'm just
You're
in
gonna
there,
feel. I have never felt more like I was back in middle school and not hanging out with the cool people.
Yes.
And feeling so like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
anxiety. Like,
Oh my god! Like, okay, I'll take off my mask.
Right.
You're not wearing your mask, then I feel like,
Right.
oh my god! Like peer pressure. I'm like, what the fuck? I am almost 50. I'm at Target and I see a friend of mine and she's not wearing a mask. This is like before COVID, before I was even vaccinated, I think. And all of a sudden I'm talking to her, I'm like, she's looking at me, she's judging me because I have my mask on, but I'm judging her because she doesn't have hers on. But then I slowly remove my mask and I'm like, this is bullshit. This is
Yeah.
so fucking
Right,
such
like,
bullshit.
Don't
Yeah.
make me feel like shit for
And she
wearing a
wasn't,
mask.
but it's all in my head.
Yeah.
I
Like,
know, but
It's
you
like,
know.
but you
yes,
know they
you
are.
know.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. But I will say this: when I got vaccinated in February, and I went through the whole thing, and like March, April, May, and June were the best fucking 4 months of my
Yeah.
life, man.
Yeah.
Before this Delta variant came, I was going out, I was having fun, I was living my best life. We were going on vacation, and then boom, we're back to where we were, probably even worse than we were. I think.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
bad. Because we know now.
Right,
That's
we
why it's
know-
worse.
Kind of what to expect and what
Yeah.
might happen.
You gotta put it in the boudin.
Yeah.
Just lace every link of boudin
Yeah.
in Louisiana with
Put it in the
the
damn-
vaccine and
Yeah.
hope for the best.
I don't know. I saw on Twitter someone said that. I mean, this Twitter. I'm not getting all my facts, but they said that they really think that we're going to go under lockdown, shutdown,
Oh.
in like
What did I say?
mid
Yeah.
to the end of August.
Before December, I said they're gonna shut down the school that I'm working at. I'm like, cool, welcome
hope
back.
not.
And
Listen,
then all of
if
a
they
sudden,
do that, if they shut down schools when the flu have breakouts, or when they have the stomach bug and they're shitting all over the place, they will do it. I mean, I'm saying if kids
yeah.
are that prone to getting it and they
Right.
cannot get if they're under
They're
12,
they're not getting the vaccine.
because
they-
that was the main
yeah.
thing was like children are very unlikely
right?
to
Well,
spread
that's
it.
why it's like it's changed so much. That's why I
Now-
was hoping people would be like, "Oh shit, our kids, our babies." Fuck the 80-year-olds that are like everybody was
Yeah.
worried about at the beginning.
Right.
Oh,
Now it's kids.
Now it's the babies. Oh,
we're
well,
taking-
wait. Is anybody gonna? I don't know. I haven't seen anybody. Their stance on the people that I know that are not getting vaccinated have not changed.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, I will say though, the governor did say today that the numbers have increased of people getting vaccinated. So that's good news. I don't know. It's not enough. Like it needs to continue to happen.
Yeah.
But
Well,
yeah.
they said it was just as contagious as the chickenpox.
Yes.
the
And we
Delta.
all got the damn
and
chickenpox.
so
right.
a bunch of
Not
kids
I.
in the classroom.
Ooh.
You never got the
I
chickenpox?
never got
yet?
a chickenpox.
Ooh.
Let me give you the
Yet.
chickenpox.
Let me just say
Excuse
this.
me.
Let me say this. As an adult, if you get it, though, I think
Sucks worse.
yeah, Lance got it as an adult.
Oh
I
my
guess he never
God.
got it young, and oh my god! Basically, his doctor was like, "I'm just gonna give you a script for some Xanax, like the highest dose,
gonna
and just
suck.
knock yourself out. Like
Right,
literally,
just sleep it off.
Sleep that shit off. It was so bad.
Yeah.
So I hope you never get
Okay,
it.
so
You
then
have more
what's
square footage too.
I know.
As opposed to 8-year-old Maddie when you're supposed
All
to
right,
get it.
so then what's the point of the chickenpox shot? whatever I got when I was a kid.
Okay, so you
It's
got
not- it's not
vaccinated.
it's not going
So we didn't
to
have that back in the
prevent
day.
me. It might like
We used to have
Make it
chickenpox
less?
parties. That's what I've heard. My mom didn't do that, but I've
Where
heard.
it's like, oh, my child has it.
Oh,
All right, bring it.
let's all do
everybody.
it. They all get it together, like kumbaya.
Oh.
Yeah. My mom didn't do that.
Well,
We just had 4 of us before Jesse and Isabel. There were 4 of us, and so if one got it, we pretty much all got it. So
Right.
that was our little party.
Well, in
Little
Alabama,
songs.
they were having COVID parties, so they thought that would be cool.
Yeah, that's
Oh, I'm
Well,
immune now.
yeah.
Not to the Delta.
no,
not to the
not to the
Delta.
Delta.
Well, Vanessa, now that you're single, there is a bring your house and share your spouse new swingers park opening
Yes.
in Mamu.
Yes. Okay.
Where's Mamu?
Mamu. It's
Side hoe sound.
south. Like
Okay.
I don't. So let me just say this: I have a couple of friends that we have a singles group. Okay, so 2 guys, 3 guys, and myself. I'm the only girl. 1 straight, 2 gay. And we were having lunch last Friday, and we were talking about something came up. This is before we learned about this wonderful new place that we have that we can all just go hang out. But I'm single. I think you have to be married because it's a swingers club. I would have to bring a partner, I'm assuming, for that. But I was told that the swinger community is very strong in Lafayette and
Whoa.
surrounding area.
Wow.
Yes,
I
I was
kinda
hearing
believe that,
stories. Yes,
actually.
like it's a thing.
Red Laurels, hello.
I mean,
Everybody at Reds.
I don't know.
Everyone at Reds is
Well,
swingers.
and I've heard like you would be not surprised but surprised. Like this isn't just a trailer park, whatever. Like this guy,
Right.
like we're talking like people, like influential, like
River
money,
Ranch.
River Ranch people, right? This is what I've heard. Now, then fast forward to like the next week, and then this thing comes out, and I'm like, holy shit!
It's spreading faster than COVID.
Oh my god! And listen, yeah, no, thank you, no, thank you, no, thank you.
I learned from TikTok that the
I learned most of
swinger
my things
sign
about
is like the upside down
pineapple.
I did
You
not
knew
know.
too? I thought
Yeah.
she was crazy.
No. I go to Albertsons and I'm like looking for the upside down pineapple just so I can be like, I see you. I
Right,
see you.
I
What
know,
if we-
I know what you're doing.
Okay, so next time we go to Albertsons, I'm just gonna get a pineapple, turn
Yeah.
it upside down,
See who
and walk
comes.
around
See?
Yeah.
like it's
Yeah.
a medal.
See who you attract. with that.
Exactly.
You
All
never
right,
know.
you do it first, and then I'll do it.
No, you're not allowed to do it.
Oof. Oof. Yeah, I've heard it's
You'll
a.
attract creeps.
That is. Oh, listen. We can all talk about the creeps and being single, man, is a whole nother.
Okay, have you
animal.
experienced some creeps since?
Oh.
Yeah, so far.
Yeah.
And you're
I mean,
single.
this is the thing. And I think this is what I'm on being on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, whatever. That is not to me a dating site. If I
No.
wanted a dating site, I would go on Facebook dating, I would do Bumble,
Right.
whatever those are, right?
Well, we met on.
Right. I'm
We
not,
met.
and I'm not against it.
Oh, no.
That's not.
But also,
that
it
wasn't
was
my
New
time,
York.
right? And but that was I'm not used to that. Like
Right.
I would go out and get shit face
Go to
drunk. I would
Legends.
meet somebody. That's how I met. That's how I met the guys. We'd be
Go to
like, oh
Marley's.
yeah, you want a shot? Yeah. Oh my god, I've been loving you. Let's keep doing shots. That's
Found
how
my future husband.
That's how I met my boo. Right?
You like tequila too?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So that is how I think of dating, right? Not at church groups.
No.
No. The
Farmers
bar.
only.
It's all about the bar. So, but the thing is like, so all of a sudden, I don't know if it's me changing from married to single, but the DMs, man, like just sliding in them DMs.
What's
like,
up, girl? How you doing?
I posted something the other day. It was a joke. It was like, before you slide in my DMs, you can at least like a picture, make a comment.
Right,
Like
right.
buying a girl a drink at first. Like that's like the first, like come on. Like you're already sliding in there. Like you got some kahunas, right? And it's just like, hey, how you doing? And I'm like, I'm not here to date. It's a social platform.
Right.
If I wanted to date, I would switch over to Facebook
Yeah.
dating app, whatever that is, and I'm not into that. At least not now.
So
and I try to be nice. I had to ask Emmy, who's going to be a sophomore in high school, my niece, how do you ghost somebody?
How do you curb?
How do you ghost somebody? She goes, okay, Ness, so you just one word answers, and then you just stop
Right.
saying
They get
anything.
the
like you just
picture
like, and it
eventually.
works. It
Amelia.
worked. Amelia gave me the the deets on that and what I needed to do. Yeah.
That's nice. I would have just never responded, but that's just.
You know, but I'm getting, okay, so I get that, and then I was at a conference, and this other girl that I'm friends with, she was like, I mean, just tell them to fuck off, just tell them to fuck off, and I'm like, I can't, I mean, they're not being inappropriate, but it's still just like, whoa, I feel like I didn't ask for it, why are you coming at me, you know? It's just weird. It's just weird. It's just weird.
Get bold and
it's weird. It's just a weird thing.
Do you remember what I asked you in my opening line? And I'm gonna actually go to the bathroom, but I want you to tell Vanessa what I said.
Don't step on me.
What I said.
Okay, so Jesse, when he first messaged me, he said, "Do you like tall white guys?" That was like the first thing he said, and I was like, "Yeah, I guess." That was pretty much it, and then we started talking, but it wasn't like the best opening line.
No.
It wasn't. I feel like
it wasn't horrible, but
it wasn't horrible. Like I laughed because I was like, "This is ridiculous," but yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah.
You know, when we first met, it wasn't like a serious.
So how
thing.
long did y'all talk before y'all y'all met?
Like I think maybe a week.
Okay.
And then we met up, and I met up with him.
Okay.
And that was it. It was a good time.
Yeah.
It was like, and then we were like inseparable.
Yeah, you knew.
Yeah. I mean, not really that I knew. It was just like, oh, this is nice. And then, like, literally into dating, he was like, "Do you want to come with me to my dad's wedding?" And I said no. I said,
wait, did you go?
I didn't go. Yeah. I was like, we just started talking. I don't want to meet anyone yet. I don't even really know you.
Good for you that you did that, because I think well, I shouldn't say that. I think women would be like, "Oh my God, yes, I know. You want me to meet the family? You want me to?" Yeah, no, good for you for not doing that.
I was like, I don't think so. Like, this is your dad's wedding, sir.
Well, it was very, yes, it was very premature, but
I think that's sweet.
That's how strong I felt about it.
Yeah, that's sweet. I think that's sweet.
Yeah, he knew before I knew.
Yeah.
It was a good arrangement.
That's sweet.
Good times.
Yeah, I was smitten.
Yeah. Speaking of dating, I decided, I was on Netflix last night. Have y'all seen this show about the Beast? Like the makeup and the dating and the Beast?
They're in a mask?
Yes. Something the Beast. I don't know what the name is. I watched one little dating, like, what the fuck?
So that's your next step.
If I get to that point, y'all, please.
What animal would you be, though? I mean, that's the main question. Would you just put on Lucy's head?
Yeah, I think so. With the one eye and the sword. If you can't love this face, if you don't love this face, baby, you're not for me. You're not for me.
All right, so what animal am I?
Like a gazelle or something.
Gazelle.
Yeah.
Who gets eaten by cheetahs?
I don't know. Just I don't know. Gazelle.
Giraffe.
A giraffe?
Noble. You know, long neck.
Are they noble?
Bad haircut. Okay, so
vulture?
when was the last time you have a hairstylist? I assume that you trust, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So
That's important.
Yes.
I haven't really gotten any haircuts since COVID. You know.
We went from Giselle. Okay, go ahead.
Well,
Giselle. I was about to say Giselle. Giselle. Oh, we can talk about Giselle too, but
Giselles have nice hair.
Go ahead.
I got a haircut from a guy in a trailer.
Are you going to the trailer?
The Just Us? You know what I'm talking about.
Everybody goes there. All the guys I know. Except for Isaac. He just found a place that's bougie as hell.
That's the place I went first.
In the Oil Center?
Yes.
Yeah, that's where
it was
Pablo and them go.
$40.
Yes. It's a bougie haircut.
But
did they give you like...
I learned my lesson.
Yes.
Vanessa.
Yes. Did you get scared?
Look at the back. Just look at this.
I showed him a picture of what I wanted. He was like,
just shave that shit off now. Just shave it all off and start from scratch.
A picture of what I wanted.
I wish your listeners could see the picture.
I think this might be the
episode page.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
The back of my dumb head. So but this is the guy that my mom used to take me to when I was a kid. Because he used to work for We Care Hair.
Yes.
And then they started their own place,
Yes.
and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give him a shot. Everyone.
How
gives
much
him
was it? $12?
$20. And I tipped him $5 too, because he had great conversation. He was such a nice guy. But then I get home,
maybe.
I get home and it just looks like a fucking dog cut my hair.
You look like you have a mange or something.
Yeah. And this is after I cleaned it up. I went back with my razor.
No, it was worse when it came. When it came,
Just
your hair
saying.
came home.
Good thing you're a guy. You just put, it'll come back out.
And I get to wear a hat at work, so what are you gonna do?
Yeah. Well.
But you have to set me up with your person. Do they cut men's hair?
Yeah.
All right, good.
She's cool. She's
I don't want a guy cutting my hair.
I don't know how much she charges for guys, but she's awesome.
All right.
Yeah.
Send
You
me
just
that
don't
link.
want the conversation about.
Yeah, because
Packers
so the guy was like,
and
"Oh, Packers fan, huh? Oh,
He's
fuck
going
them."
back to when he was like 5. He's having a PTSD
Yes, he's
right
reverting
now.
right
Like,
now.
I'm supposed to love the Saints. Leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah, then they're talking about the Saints. I'm like, yeah, good luck with the Saints for the next decade.
Ugh, you hurt my
Jameis
heart.
Winston and Taysom Hill. Oh,
Oh, I
wow.
love me some Taysom though. Ugh.
Yeah, he's got a fat ass. That's it.
I mean, I don't know about that.
All right, another news. The television show Arthur is ending.
Yes.
After 25 years. Now,
So
that
sad.
overlaps both of our
Yeah.
childhoods.
Well, yeah, my kids for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
That and Clifford the Big Red Dog. I did hear their movie. The movie is creepy though.
Yeah, because
I
it's
heard it's a little,
CGI.
yeah, it's a little creepy.
And he's
But
like
I
talking.
love, yeah.
You never see Clifford talking in the book.
Right, true that. Yeah.
So Arthur, can
Arthur,
you
sure.
sing the
No.
theme song?
Nope.
And
Don't even
I
know what
say, hey,
Oh, there you go.
what a wonderful time to
Of day.
play. I thought it was to play.
No, I think they get to
Of
playing
day.
later.
Oh.
When you have kids, you turn on shows to keep them quiet and out of your head.
Trust me.
So-
Yes.
That and Barney.
I did like that theme song. It was like
Yeah,
kind
no,
of like
it's
a
cute.
Caribbean
It was like,
vibe.
hey.
Yeah, it was nice.
like,
No, it was good.
Pour a margarita at 9 in the
Yeah.
morning. All right.
It was good. It was good. Yeah, I agree with y'all.
Kanye West shared
Mm-hmm.
a photo of what appears to be his living quarters inside the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Looks like a prison cell,
Yeah.
as we can
Wait,
see.
is that the stadium where the Falcons
play,
play?
yes.
Okay.
That's a cursed place.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, I just don't
Oh.
like the Falcons.
Oh.
I don't know.
Saints fans
I've
are-
been there before, but I can't stand.
Beautiful facility.
I mean, yeah, I
Whatever.
saw it on
how
the
much you
highway.
think this costs a night?
I mean,
Well,
Like
it's
$900?
$1 million.
what?
So it overtook
There's no window.
Wait, is it just that room? That
just
costs
this
that?
room. Just this room. It is 18,000 square feet. Is that too
1,800.
much? 1,800, yes.
Yes.
And
I mean, I'm assuming.
yeah,
There's
it
no
now,
bathroom or anything?
It now surpasses. No, he has to go to a public bathroom.
No, that's crazy. Why is he
Why
there?
is he there?
He's finishing his latest
Oh,
album,
that one
Don
that tease, the tease that he did this big, yeah.
He rented out the entire
Weren't you
stadium
a Kanye fan before back in the day?
He loves
Yeah.
Kanye.
for the
He loves
first
Kanye.
4 albums,
Right.
which were actually really great.
But I mean, Kanye has issues.
Absolutely.
We all know this.
Absolutely.
He's a Gemini.
He's-
That's
he-
pretty much the first issue.
What is wrong with a Gemini?
I'm just saying.
I'm a
That's all I gotta
Scorpio,
say.
and I've been like trying like to learn more about my sign, and then like and other guys with signs to see.
What
if
is
we're
your app for
good.
that?
Oh,
Is it the app?
Co-star.
That's well, Isabel told me about it. I have
'Cause I
it.
told her
Yes.
about it.
Oh,
She
here
did
we
not
go.
give you any credit on that shit.
Boo,
either.
Isabel. Boo.
Isabel told me about it, and she made it sound it was all about her. It was all you.
It was all
yeah.
me.
Yeah.
I told Jesse, I was like, Jesse, I need the date, time of birth right now. I need to know what
and I
your
text
chart
Lisa and
is.
she was like, "No, dump her." No, that's a joke.
Kind of basically, though.
It's a joke.
She was like, what?
Jesse and his big head. I was bringing Jesse to, I think I already talked about this, at the bars back in the day.
Oh well, I mean,
It was a pool hall. I mean, it really wasn't a bar.
well, Daiquiri Supreme.
Yeah, it
I
wasn't
still
really
go
a
there
bar.
every day. I mean,
Yeah, it wasn't I mean, that wasn't a bar. That wasn't like on the strip.
They got 19-year-olds with their asses out. What are you gonna do?
what you gonna do? What you gonna do?
I feel like Lafayette is very lax about that.
About
Yeah.
what?
I like that.
Asses out?
ass out.
Oh, babies
and,
in bars.
just
And it was
babies
during
in
the
bars.
day. It was during the day, which is
Right.
pretty
Yeah,
cool.
that's acceptable.
Yeah, if you don't
During the
go
day,
past
Yeah.
like 8, it's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah. All good.
Last story. This is an uplifting story.
Oh, good.
There's a new movie coming out. It's called The Forever Purge.
Oh.
I don't know if you've ever
Fuck
seen
that.
any of those.
I saw one and I'm like, no, because
Yeah.
I feel like we're getting closer to purge every single day. No, I'm
Yeah, I mean,
Funny.
like when Trump was in office, I was feeling that way.
Yeah,
I was like,
like-
this is not going that
All right,
great.
now-
January 6th made me feel like
Oh,
we're getting
yeah.
closer to purge.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
big-
he was gonna, if he would have gotten reelected, like he would have been like, all right, every January 6th will be a purge.
The purge.
If you've been an asshole, too bad. So a shooting in a California
Yes.
theater during
Yes.
the Forever Purge.
Yes.
If I was ever gonna get shot at a movie theater, would not want it to be this.
No.
Jesus Christ.
What with that movie? You mean?
Yes.
Oh,
So we
you rather a kids movie?
well, let me
Yes.
just well,
That
guess
would be
what?
more
guess
soothing.
what? I mean, not guess what, but we just unfortunately celebrated I don't know how many years of the shooting we had here in Lafayette.
6.
Oh my
So
god!
and it was
5.
during a kid movie. And the scary part is, I think it was scary.
No,
No, it wasn't.
was
It
the-
was not. I was
it
seeing
was
the
the
Minions.
LeBron James
it was the
movie.
yeah.
Train
But
record.
the crazy part, and this is why I said the kid movie, was I was at the movies 2 days before this happened. I brought all the
Grange,
LaSala kids.
right before,
Oh, okay.
right by Reds.
I brought all the LaSala kids, and we were seeing the Minions. That's why I said the Minions. So we're sitting there, and I have to get there early because I have to watch all of the, before, and I had my popcorn. We had all our stuff. And this creepy guy comes in, and he looks like he has a wig on, and he has a baseball hat. And he really creeped me out. The minute I saw him, he creeped me the fuck out. He came, and he sat, and he went behind where we were. And Isaac was sitting further away from me, and he was really little back then. And so I made him, I don't know why, I said, Isaac, come. I felt this guy was like a predator.
Go
Okay?
ask that
Right.
guy.
Like, why is he in a
Yeah.
child movie?
With
Like,
nobody.
nobody's with you. I was looking to see if anybody who was meeting anyone. And so I made Isaac come on the left side of me, and I was uneasy. Well, this guy ends up leaving mid-movie.
He's like, this sucks.
And he ends
I can't
up going
shoot
through
anybody.
the exit door, like not
Oh.
normally where you would
Yeah,
go,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Right.
Well, he would come to find out it was a shooter, and he was going through the motions of how
Jesus.
he was going to do it.
Oh my God.
And he was sitting behind us, and Jude remembered that and said that was the guy, Ness. That shot up, and I was like, oh my God, it was. And I knew right away, and so I called the police hotline and told him he had. I mean, everything that he
Right.
had, like the wig, the hat, everything.
It fit the
He had on.
description.
It was I mean, he ended up killing himself, whatever. But
Yeah. And he wasn't even from Lafayette. He was like a
no,
drifter.
he was just a fucking whatever, and he killed 2 people. It was hard. It was
Yeah.
absolutely. And then Brock and Joe were supposed to go to that movie.
Yeah,
that
I had a
night,
friend that-
and
that
then,
was going to go, and
they
she
were
was
supposed
like,
to go,
"Oh,
and they
too
ended
tired."
up not going for whatever reason and
Exactly.
didn't go. Like,
Crazy.
yeah.
Oh my God.
So crazy shit,
I don't
and
think the Grand has ever recovered from that.
I've been back to there one time. I haven't been able to really just go and enjoy.
I would much rather
Right?
just download the movie.
Oh, I love going to the movies.
Right. You
I
want
love
you want
the whole experience of the movie and the popcorn and the.
I like the
and I did say
trailers,
yes, all
yeah.
the trailers. This is the thing, and I did hear that they have they tried once again to make it even better. They have like lazy boys.
Those sofas,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
like
they
really
upgraded.
expensive. Yeah.
beds, and
So
pods.
I'm supposed to take Isaac to see what's the new one, Black Widow.
Oh,
He
yes,
wants.
yes.
He's like,
Johansson.
"Yes, take me to see it."
Yeah.
You know, Johansson loves Lafayette.
Good.
Does
was,
she?
She was here for a while. Long
She sings
time
and
ago.
stuff at Dockside
Yes.
Studios. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah.
You know, your brother Miguel did a documentary on there, that place.
Oh, well,
There you
of
go.
course.
Yeah,
Of course.
Of course.
so many connections.
All those
Lafayette
Salas.
is the melting pot
Well, I mean,
of
us
the goddamn
LaSalas,
world.
you know, there's 6 of us running
There's-
around.
A
We
lot
get
of
around.
salas.
Yeah,
No,
I'm
a lot
excited.
of people.
That's one thing I'm really excited about is getting back to my maiden name.
There, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Have you filed the motion, or is the paperwork?
It's in the paperwork that I'm going back. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Hell
can,
yeah.
you can be V-La, you know?
That's my V-Law is my Spotify name. V-Law. There you go.
I like that. You
Tony.
can do a lot with the LaSala last name.
Yeah, it's
La.
built in.
Oh, yeah.
It's perfect.
Definitely. Yeah. You saw what I just got?
Yeah, okay, so tell us about your tattoo.
Yes, I need to know the story.
Because I got one on my right wrist as well.
Yeah.
How bad did it hurt? How much do you remember?
It wasn't that bad.
Exactly,
No,
right?
it wasn't that bad.
I was
I
trying to
don't
make
know.
it seem like it was going to be really painful, but...
I mean, look, no, it
I'm
hurt.
not
Don't get
getting-
me wrong. No. Like, it fucking hurts. I think my ankle hurt worse than maybe I don't know. I was trying to act like a badass. I'm going to say this. I wanted one for a long time. One of the things that Lance hated more than anything in this world was tattoos. He let it be known
Really?
whenever we were dating that he hated my tattoos. So, of course, I'm not getting tattoos while I was married to him. So once we're all like, fuck that, I'm going to get what I want. I have always wanted like a half sleeve.
Oh,
I'm not that
shit.
brave yet, but I want it. I don't. Let
Maddie
me just
tried.
I'm not brave. I tried and I can't finish it.
I wanted. That's the thing is like I don't think I can finish. I don't know if I can finish it. That's the thing.
It'll take a year.
Yes, it's gonna take forever. So I started small with my little hummingbird, which is for my grandmother, which she hated tattoos more than anything. So she's probably pissed
She's like,
off.
thanks,
Vanessa,
but
what?
no
Yeah, but no, thank you. But yeah, so I did that. I went by myself, obviously, because COVID times or whatever. I knew they probably didn't want like a posse of people with me, and so I went. Of course, I had to act like a badass because I'm the only girl there, and it's all these badass guys, and I'm
Ooh.
like, yeah, get me, whatever. But the crazy part is I'm sitting there and like. George Michael song comes on and the guys start singing it and then they start talking about minivans and I'm like, fuck yeah, all right, we're cool.
love
Like,
these
okay,
guys.
y'all talking about minivans and George Michael and you're singing all the words to like whatever. And I'm like, okay, like I told him, I was like, yeah, my ex-husband doesn't like tattoos. He goes, I have never trusted a motherfucker without ink on them. Don't ever trust a motherfucker with okay. So I'm like, I'm coming back. He's like, let me know. So I already have them all. Like, I know exactly what I'm getting.
You want to give a shout out to this place? I mean, what?
Instant Tattoo. Instant
All right.
Classic Tattoo. It's right by where old Wendy's, rest his peace. Wendy's on Johnson Street. Now it's Burger Time.
Oh,
Okay.
Behind
yeah.
there.
Oh, and
that
I
like
know where
charisma
that
behind
is.
there. And
Yeah.
his name's Shane. He was fucking amazing.
nice.
I was really nervous, but I mean, just going by myself, whatever. But he was really cool.
Yeah, we're going to get some tats pretty soon here.
I'm
Yeah.
ready to go back.
Thinking about
so I'm-
Yeah, if you want to fill in some color, we can all go together.
I have some other stuff I'm doing. I think, I'm really excited about it.
So, how long until your youngest daughter can get a tattoo?
So, funny story. I want to get one for her 20th birthday in August, but she's not ready yet. So
Oh, she doesn't-
instead, she's nervous. So instead, she had me, true story, buy some temporary tattoos from Amazon.
Okay.
So she could put them on where she wants it.
And
so
just
to
look
see
at it.
if she can live with that for the
Right.
rest of her life. That is my child. She
Smart.
Rational thinker.
that's what she
Smart
does.
girl.
So she has it on her right now.
Offered
so I
her
said,
a beer?
Okay, nope. And
No
I,
thanks.
Nope. So I told her, I was like, oh, for your birthday on the 20th, I'll buy you your tattoo. And she's like, yeah, no, that's not long enough for me to live with the temporary. I'm like, okay.
You know, it's funny. My mom did the same thing to me, and we actually went to the tattoo shop, and I was just like, yeah, I'm not gonna do
Changed
it.
my mind.
I can't do it. And she was actually gonna get one too, and I was just like, nope,
You ruined
not gonna
her
do
dream
it.
of being
no.
a cool mom.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, no, she's very, she takes her time with all of her big decisions. She has to
Decisions.
make.
Yeah, that's a big decision.
Yeah, I mean, it's on you forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about my own tattoo right now. Why did I do that? I'm never gonna finish it.
Really?
This is forever.
Yeah.
No.
Gotta commit all the way. or-
Yeah.
Yeah, I know I should have.
You didn't think it through. You didn't think it through. It's okay.
I was being a bitch.
Yeah. you didn't
18?
think it-
You were 19, 18?
I was like 23.
Oh wow.
I was being a
18
baby
when I got my
girl.
first. I was 18. I think there was like only one tattoo place at the time. It was on the Thruway, and it's still there. I think
Oh,
it's like
yeah.
ancient art or something.
Right.
Back in the and I was
It's right
working
by
at,
a daiquiri place now.
yeah, I was working at Dino's, I think, and he was like, "Bring me a pizza, and I'll cut you a deal." Like I don't give, and I'm like, "Fuck yeah, all right." So that's what I did. Like I paid for both of them with like pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah, good times.
I would accept pizza as currency for anything,
All the time.
honestly.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
Look,
Why not?
when you work at a pizza place, you like run shit. You know,
Yeah.
you don't realize how much a pizza will like just
Yeah.
smooth over $20.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I got this for free, but
yeah.
show up to a bar, you got a pizza, and
It was like you showed up, but you showed up with Buddha and Doritos, so like that's kind of the same thing for me.
yeah.
Right.
Where's my tattoo?
Yeah, I mean,
Where's my tat?
hey,
I need my tat.
let's do it.
Well, Vanessa, thank you so much for being again a guest on the podcast. I'm sorry.
Excuse me.
No, so
Got a
fun.
little burp on me.
That's okay. It's all the beer we're drinking.
One of the best guests we've had on the podcast.
Look,
I
I'm
will
all
say.
about it, and I'm sad that we didn't name this podcast what I wanted it: divorce, dating, dick pics, or maybe it should be divorce, dick pics, dating. I
Okay,
don't know.
wait. I didn't mean to ask you this, and this is bonus of Bless the Bitties. Were you getting dick pics in the DMs?
I may have gotten one.
Nice. Was it
May
nice?
or may
No.
not have.
It was not nice. Okay.
I don't think any dick pics are nice, especially when you're not asking for them.
Unwarranted
Unsolicited
dick pics.
dick
Yes,
pics.
are not cool. No chickie D wants that. Ever. I have PTSD about penises, and not like when I was younger. I don't know how much time we have, but that's a whole story.
Preach.
You can say
So,
it's fine.
two
You got
stories.
time.
One time, I was getting off the bus, you guys, with my girlfriend, and a guy in a freaking car is like, shows himself to us. I was like probably in middle school.
Was he erect?
Yeah, he
Oh.
was very excited to see us. And then this is the craziest. This is even crazier. I don't know if it could, but if my mom was here, she would say this is absolute 100% true. She and I were driving to Alabama, and she was driving. I was in the passenger side, and I look over. We're in a Suburban, so we're higher than normal cars. I look over, and I see this guy smiling at me, and he is stroking something, which I think maybe it is like a cane or something. So I look again, and I realize he is doing the deed on the interstate
While driving.
looking at me, and I just tell mom like, go fast, fast, fast. And she's like, what? And I'm like, oh my God. And this is before like cell phones and shit. And then he went off really quickly off the exit. So I have a huge issue with people just sending that. You
Yeah.
shouldn't do
Yeah, of
that.
course.
You
No.
should be
Horrible.
in
No.
control of that whole
Yes.
situation.
So whenever I get like a message on Facebook or whatever, I'm like, I cringe.
Do I have
Because
to
I'm
open
like,
it?
oh my God, what is this going to be?
Ask me first.
You're like, Cameron,
please.
come look at this first. I don't know.
Stop it.
Show Lucy
Yeah,
first.
show
Yes.
Lucy.
Lucy, with your good
If
eye.
she growls, I don't know. We gotta
Anyway, that's my
reconsider.
story.
Oh,
That's
I'm
the
sorry.
crazy story.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I don't know. We got some things to do on the way home.
Stop it.
What are you talking about?
We're high up enough. Somebody's gonna see.
Oh, good day. Thank you for listening to Bless the Bitties.
Thanks for having me.
Bless
Thank you to Vanessa.
Vanessa.
Vanessa, Bitties. Bye.
Bye.